it's Nikki here, and today I have a video for you about something that it's something I've been thinking about doing for a while. Now you know me, I love my project pans, I love using my makeup, I like seeing the pan on a palette, it gives me great joy. I love having empties in my makeup collection. I was so overjoyed and excited about my empties video that I did at the beginning of the year. So yeah, using up my makeup is extremely happy and enjoyable for me. Enjoyable, is that a word? You know what I mean. And I encourage a lot of people, I encourage everyone really, to try to project pan at least something in their collection at any given time, because to use up our makeup, it's a good thing because we need to keep rotating through our makeup and not letting anything be left by the wayside or being allowed to go off, because makeup does have an expiry date. We all know that. Some of us try to forget that, but it does have an expiry date, and things will go off. They'll grow mold, they'll grow bacteria, and we don't want to be putting that on our faces because then we won't look so pretty. So I do encourage a lot of people to project pan at least something in their collection. Getting hairs on my face today. And I've had a few different reactions from different people about my project pans. Some are enthusiastic and encouraged, and they've approached me and said, hey, can you help me? I'd love to try this. And so hence our beginner's luck project pan started because of a couple of people approaching me saying, can you help me? So that's what that was for. Which I'm very pleased about. And then I get other people who are like, well, I do rotate through my makeup. I don't have a lot, so I can easily rotate through it, but I'm not particularly panning anything, but I am using my makeup consistently and working through it either by doing a monthly makeup basket or just by rotating through their collection, not having a bit massive collection, which is fine, again, each to their own. And then there are other people who are like horrified at the thought of hitting pan or using up completely any of their makeup products, and they're horrified at the thought of using up their makeup or, you know, destroying their makeup, even though they are aware of expiry dates and such things as that. And I want to say that that's okay too. I completely understand that feeling, and that feeling is what this video is about. So yes, I'm a project panner. Yes, I encourage project panning. Yes, I encourage you to use your makeup and rotate through it and everything like that. But there are some things in my collection that I would be horrified at using up or hitting pan or having as an empty. Horrified. I can completely understand that feeling. So this is me showing you what products in my collection I will never project pan, or I never intend to project pan. Things can change. I never intend to project pan, and I will be horrified when I hit pan if I do use them. So let's start off. Okay, so the most important product in my whole collection, if you know me, you're going to know what I'm about to hold up. The most important product, the one thing in my collection that if my whole entire collection was taken away from me, this would be the first thing I would go out and repurchase. Completely, no hesitating. I would be on the website ordering it straight away. It's my Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadow in Issa. Now, if you know me, you know why. I'm not going to go on about it. But it is this beautiful bluey purple Super Shock eyeshadow. I have hit pan on this, and when I did that, I stopped using it completely. I stopped using it. I did not touch it. It was just, it's just stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you don't have this in your collection and you have Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows, you need this. It's so gorgeous. It's a purple base with a blue shift to it, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Why is this so important in my collection? Because of my daughter. My daughter, her name is Melissa, and before she could say her name properly, she would say Issa. So that is why I have that. I wore this on Christmas Day because I wanted to be close to her. And I mean, as I say, when I first hit pan on this, I stopped using it. I stopped using it because I thought, my God, I cannot use this all up. I can't. No, I need this in my collection. Whether I'm wearing it or not, I need this in my collection. But a very kind friend, a wonderful friend, was making a Colourpop order herself. And knowing how important this shade was to me, she bought me a backup. So now I have two. So now I don't feel so guilty using this because I know I have this one. So this is brand new in packet, not been touched, and it will remain so until this is almost gone, because I will keep using this, because when I wear this, I wear it on my birthday or Christmas or Mother's Day. I will be wearing this for obvious reasons. Whenever I miss my daughter and I want to feel close to her, I can wear this. And I can wear this without worrying that I'm going to use it all up because I have a backup. But you can bet that if I ever thought that this was going to be discontinued, I'm going to buy backups of this. Lots of backups. If they ever suggested that they were going to discontinue the shade, they can't. They're not allowed. But also as well is once this is almost used up, I will be ordering another one, so that again I can be using one while having a backup in my collection. So the thought of using these up and not having a backup in my collection, not knowing that there's another one right there for me, it fills me with dread. I just it would be heartbreaking if I ever didn't have this in my collection. So Colourpop's Super Shock eyeshadow in Issa is one item in my collection that I will never put into a project pan, and I will never not have it in my collection. It might be an empty one day, but I will always have a backup, so I will always have two in my collection. Another item in my collection that I refuse to touch because I didn't want to ruin it, and I get that. It's so pretty, I don't want to ruin it, was my California Benefit blush. So this I bought because of the packaging. Simply, plainly, the packaging. It was stunning. And then when you open up the inside, it has this gorgeous like sun embossing on there. Now it did have a gold sort of overlay spray, and up until sort of August, September time, I hadn't touched it. I hadn't touched it because I didn't want to destroy the gorgeous golden overspray of the sun on this product. It was ridiculous. I then forced myself to use it because this is a rather expensive blush for me, for my budget, £24.50. And I couldn't believe that I was trying to pan a £1 MUA blush when I had this sat on my collection. So I forced myself to use it, but oh my God, it broke my heart. It really did. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It took me ages. I had this in my monthly makeup basket for 2 months and I still didn't touch it. And it was literally the day before I was about to change up my monthly makeup basket, and I thought, I have to, I can't do it for a third month. I just can't. So yeah, I destroyed the gold overlay, but it broke my heart to do it. So yeah, there was that. Now the next item is a relatively new item to my collection, and it's a bit shiny, so I'm warning you now, you might be blinded. So it is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Snow Flushed. So this was the 2018 Christmas collection by MAC, and it is this. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got like the little bow on and everything. And it's that, it's basically similar to the eyeshadow from the Christmas 2017 collection, which was Stylishly Merry. So because that Stylishly Merry eyeshadow was so popular, they practically reformed it and did it in a highlighter. So this looks exactly the same. As Stylishly Merry. So it is there. And it's stunning. It is stunningly gorgeous. And yes, I have been using it a couple of times, but very rarely, very infrequently. I wore this on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So this isn't going to be like an everyday highlighter. It can't be anyway. It's far too glistening and shimmery and, you know, too much glitter for every day. And maybe a woman my age shouldn't be wearing a glittery highlighter, but I haven't used it as an eyeshadow yet. I still have to do that. But yeah, I have absolutely no intention whatsoever to use this excessively to the point of the bow being used, being destroyed, or, you know, hitting pan on it. No way. No, not going to happen. That is going to be in my collection for a long time. And staying with MAC, I have 4 MAC lipsticks. Now, I have 2 of the normal ones. I have Ruby Woo and Amorous. I know you know Ruby Woo. This one's Ruby Woo. So it's a beautiful red like that. So let me show you. So it's a beautiful blue toned red, and it's a very matte texture. And then we have Amorous, which is this deep mauvey colour, which is also gorgeous. This is a satin, and it is that shade there. Really pretty. And then I have one of the Mirage Noir collection. This came out sort of like summer 2018, Mirage Noir. I do have a bronzer in this collection as well, and this is in the shade Twig. So they did bring out some new colours for the collection, but this one was the one I went with. And I know this is in their normal everyday collection in the normal black packaging, because my daughter has this in the mini and she loves it. And when she realised I had a full-size one, she tried to nab it. Had to stop her. If it had been in the black packaging, I might have given it to her. But as it's in the special collection packaging, there was no way she was having it. But I'll probably end up buying her the full-size Twig in the normal black packaging anyway at some point. So I have that one. And then I have one mini. I love these little minis. And I have that in Velvet Teddy. So that is that. And I'll give you a swatch of that. Everybody knows what Velvet Teddy looks like anyway. but that is Velvet Teddy. And you know what? I have absolutely no intention of using any of these up to the point of where I could back to MAC them. Because I do understand that if you have 6 empty MAC products, you can take the packaging back to MAC and they will give you a free lipstick, I think it is. I'm not sure if that's here in the UK as well, or if it's just an American thing, but yeah, I have no intention of backing to MAC any of these because I love my MAC lipsticks. I think they're gorgeous. I'm completely taken in by the fact of its being MAC. I'm completely taken in by the beautiful packaging. I just love this sleek black, and obviously this like it's like a petrol sort of blue and purple sort of packaging. So gorgeous. I have no intention of using any of these up and taking them, putting them in as empties. No intention at all. No, I just want to collect more and more. So yeah. The next item is the other end of the spectrum, collection. Going from MAC to collection. So these are the collection glam crystals. There they are. These are gel eyeliners, and we have a holographic silver one in Hustle. We have a gold one in Funk. We have just a plain silver with no holographic in Glitz. And then we have this beautiful green, oh, it's gorgeous, in Le Freak. So I have 4 of those. And I have no intention of using these up whatsoever. I absolutely love these things. I use them sometimes on my eye makeup, especially if I'm taking a picture for Instagram. I will add a bit of this just to create a more sparkly, glittery eye look. I use these again for Christmas and birthdays, you know, when I want a bit more pizzazz to my eye looks. Sometimes I'll create an eye look and I'll think something's missing. It's always this. It's always one of these that is missing. These are so easy to use. I think the one I've used most is the gold one. So I do use them, but I have no intention of using them up completely. So they just have like a little brush. It can sometimes splay a little because there are lots of little mini bristles. But all I do is I just sort of wiggle it around on the edge of the thing, and it just brings them all back together. They're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, let me just do the gold one for you. So that's the gold one there that you can see. And I'll do the green one as well, because the green one is just stunning. I love the green one. And then obviously the 2 silvers are just silver. But there's the green one as well. So these, they just make your eye looks, if you want glitter and you don't want it to shift off your face, these are amazing. And they're relatively cheap. They're about £2.99. So cheap. I love them. I have no intention of using them up. None whatsoever. And if I do happen to use any of them up, I'll repurchase them, because I don't ever want to be without these in my collection. And yeah, I just love them. I couldn't bear to use them up completely. So there is that one. And then the last few items, you're gonna see a little bit of a theme. Mermaids. You're gonna see a lot of mermaid makeup. Okay, so the first item is this. This was sent to me by one of my subscribers. We did an American versus British makeup box swap, and she sent me, because she knew I'd love it, the limited edition Midnight Moon Wet and Wild highlighter. So it has got a mermaid here on the packaging, and then when you open it up, it's like, it's got a mermaid tail embossed into the highlighter. I don't know if my camera's picking it up. I'm sure it is. But oh my god! Oh, it's a mermaid highlighter! When I saw this, my jaw dropped. My jaw dropped. It was like, I wanted this collection from Wet n Wild. I wanted the whole mermaid collection from Wet n Wild, but we don't get it in this country. We've now started getting through Beauty Bay, and I think somewhere else is selling Wet n Wild now as well. Not just Beauty Bay. I'm sure somewhere else is doing it as well. I'm sure people will mention it in the comments. But we don't get the collections. We only get like the basic, makeup. We don't get the collections. Or if we do, we get dribs and drabs of it. So I was gobsmacked when I received this in my box swap. Will I touch it? No, it sits on my shelf. Sits there looking pretty, not touching it, because there's nowhere on that palette that I could put my brush that would not destroy the pretty embossing of the mermaid tail. There's nowhere I could put my brush, so I don't want to destroy the embossing of the mermaid's tail on this highlighter. It's a gorgeous highlighter, absolutely gorgeous. Let me just, I don't even want to touch it. I'll do it right here. I can get it there. So there it is, there. It's a very subtle highlighter, but will I touch it? No, because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the beautiful embossing of the mermaid's tail on the highlighter. Not touching it, no. And another mermaid thing is this Mermaid's Heart highlighter by I Heart Makeup or Revolution, and it is this. These gorgeous colours inside. We've got green, we've got blue, we've got peach, we've got orange, and we've got purple. My mother-in-law bought it for me because she knows I love mermaids. I love the packaging of it. I love the fact that it's shaped like a heart. I love the fact that it's got like mermaid scales on the packaging. It's just stunning. Will I use it? No. And to be honest, it's probably because the colours won't suit me. But then again, you could say that about MAC Snow Flushed. But I won't use this. No. Because it's mermaids. And it's gorgeous. And it's beautiful. And I don't want to ruin it. So, remains in my collection untouched. The next items, again, mermaids. See your theme. So we have Revolution's Mystical Mermaid Lipstick in Aquadisiac. And this is amazing. Look at this. It's green, but when you swatch it, we'll swatch it for you. It comes off, I don't know if you can see that there, but it comes off like a very light pink with a shift of green, sort of very clear pink sort of base and then a green shift to it, and it's stunning. There are scales embossed into the lipstick itself. You've got scales on the packaging. It's stunning. Stunningly beautiful. I swatch it, I never wear it. There's still plenty left. I will never ever use it up. No. If I do, it will just be from swatching it so many times to see how beautiful it is. And then the other one is from the same collection, the Mystical Mermaids. But this is the Metallic Mermaid Lips in Siren. So you have this beautiful green, like crushed velvet almost sort of top. It's not velvet, but it has like a textured feel to it. But it just looks like crushed velvet on the top. And this is in the shade Siren. I do believe these might still be available on Superdrug websites. So if you do like this and you think you might actually wear this colour, go ahead, pick it up. But it is this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous green. I thought it was blue when I first bought it, but it's not, it's green. Look at that shade. Look at that. This is a metallic green lipstick. Will I wear metallic green lipstick? Well, put it this way. When I first received this, I tried it on and it does dry down matte. And then I went and had a look and spoke to my daughter. And I opened the door to her bedroom and she took one look at me and she went, no, 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 take it off. No, no, mum, no, do not go outside with that on. So it does not get the approval of my daughter, that's for sure. But yeah, beautiful metallic green lip. Gorgeous. Never gonna wear it, but never getting rid of it. So it stays in my collection, untouched. Just swatched every now and again because it's so beautiful and so gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. So yeah. And the final thing is this needs a bit of Ariel singing. Oh. So this, I'm sure you know, this is the Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. It's in the shape of a shell. It's got this beautiful like leather, soft like leather type of packaging, and then it's got this stitching to make it look like a shell. The colour of this is like blue and green and purple kind of shift. It's just stunningly gorgeous. And then you open it up, and then you open it up and then you open it up and it's like ta-da! Okay, this is going to blind you again. Okay, so there are all the shades. It's all like mirrored packaging, but there's all the gorgeous shades. And then you have a mirror and it says 99% mermaid. I'm 100% mermaid. Okay, let's get this straight. But all the shadows are in the shape of shells or scales. The gorgeous, gorgeous colour story of this palette. You've got these beautiful mauves and pinks, and then you've got this touch of like teals and greens and coppers. It's just stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. And the best bit about this palette, it smells of vanilla. It smells of vanilla. And it smells so nice. Now, when I saw this on YouTube, but from, you know, influencers showing what was new at the time, I saw this palette and I was like, I need that. I need that palette in my collection. I need it. I need it so badly. But at that point, I'd never ordered from America. So I was a little bit hesitant about custom fees and things like that. So I didn't order it and I thought I'd missed out on it. And then somebody on Facebook mentioned that QVC UK were doing payment plans on all Tarte products. And I thought, Tarte? Tarte? They do Tarte? So I went and had a look on the website and there it was. The Tarte palette. And I bought this and I was so happy. I was over the moon. And I used it for a Monday makeover. In fact, this was the first palette I ever used on a Monday makeover. So it has a special place in my heart for that as well. Yeah, it's a mermaid palette. It's shaped like a shell. It smells of vanilla. It's gorgeous. Will I ever use it? No. Will I ever pan it? No. Destroy the aesthetics of this gorgeous, beautiful palette? Never, never, not in my lifetime. If I had a backup of it, if I'd have bought two, maybe I might have used one, but I don't have two, I have one. So again, this doesn't sit in with my palette collection. This sits up on this shelf here and just looks pretty with all my other mermaid decorations. So yeah, This isn't a palette that I use. This is a palette I use to decorate with. So yeah, that is it. That is all the products that sit in my collection not being used or rarely being used, because I do use a couple of them, but not excessively. I will never pan it, and I will cry if I do ever use them up, especially this one, Colourpop in Issa. I think I will be very upset when I use this up completely, but I will know that I have the backup. So yeah, that is it. I'm just as crazy as everybody else when it comes to not wanting to use up certain items in my makeup collection because they're too pretty, they're too sentimental, or they're mermaid. Just plain and simple. If it's mermaid, I'm buying it. If it's mermaid, I'm buying it and I'm not using it. That's generally how it goes. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe as always, and I will see you in the next video.